So what are you waiting for? Come on, man, edge it, take the shot, do something. Because this thing is getting heavy. Shift gears, dude, straight up. This ain't no Sunday bike path stuff. This is mountain biking. Mountain biking is exactly that. Mountains and biking. Get it? That means big, giant hills. That means getting to the top of those big, giant hills. And that means getting in shape. And that means training. Select to find out how. Why comes later. Sooner or later, you're going to want to slow down. How you do it is up to you. Braking is more feeling than anything. Having to touch is the difference between control and disaster. Gentle but firm is the rule. Try not to grab more front brake than back to maintain control. Remember, going fast is easy. It's slowing down that takes skill. The single most important aspect of turning is anticipation. You gotta pick your line before you start your turn and commit yourself to it totally, maintaining a smooth motion throughout. Anticipation, pick your line, commit, keep it smooth, recover, anticipate your next turn. Grace under pressure, the ultimate goal of any edge athlete. The goal in climbing is to achieve what they call spinning, when you grab just the right gear for each change in the incline, your feet moving in smooth, continuous circles. Body position is important too. Lean too far forward, you lose traction. Too far back, wheelie time. Uphilling is the most demanding part of cycling. Technique and endurance on a tightrope of control. Hopping is maintaining control of your bicycle and clearing obstacles, even from a standstill. You have to actually throw yourself into the air and bring your bike with you. It's anticipation, coordination, precision wheel placement, and extraordinary balance. This technique wins races and is even its own competition, so if you want to be hot, hop to it. Maniac downhilling takes technique and body position. Faster? Get into it tough. Steeper? Get up on the pegs and hang way back. Need more control? Drop your seat and grab with your thighs. Most of all, gear up. Pick your line and try to think 2 or 3 turns ahead. It's a little hairier than your old paper route. Faster, too. Paper boys of the world, eat your heart out. These lean, mean machines are the ultimate. Paper boys of the world, eat your heart out. These lean, mean machines are the ultimate. The meteor treads of mountain bike tires tell the whole story. This sport is about getting out and letting the dirt fly. There's a tread designed for every terrain and even combination treads for an on-off-road versatility. Okay, you're the power, but this system is essentially the transmission. Front and rear derailleurs manipulate the chain onto the different gears of the front chainring and rear cluster. The result is efficient low-gear climbing, big downhill speed, and everything in between. From the shifters on the handlebars to fat knobby tires, the mountain bike's drivetrain converts your hard work into ground-covering results. The frame is the heart of the bicycle. Though many designs exist, the most popular by far is a double triangle. Made from strong metals and metal alloys like titanium and chromoly, the frame is extremely lightweight and durable. Frames come in a variety of sizes and styles, from flexible to rigid, affordable to expensive. Beneath all those components, the frame is likely to be the piece of equipment you hang on to the longest. In mountain biking, the speeds obtained and the terrain covered make a good helmet a must. Shoes are essentially heavy-gauge leather or nylon with a steel shank in the sole for durability and leverage. They lock your dogs into the pedals for maximum power on the spin and release with a quick outward flick of the toe when it's time to bail out. Over bumps and obstacles, gloves can come in handy for reducing strain on the hands and improving grip. These small bottles usually hold about 16 ounces and are mounted in a number of places on the frame for easy access. Often overlooked and always a factor, dehydration should be avoided like the plague. Mount an extra water bottle rack on your bike for those extra long outings. You'll be glad you did. Some of the first mountain bikes were military hardware. Today's bike is the direct descendant of the ones used by the U.S. Army's 25th Bicycle Corps of the late 1890s. The bikes were called off-road tactical warfare vehicles and were used mostly for the delivery of messages on the battlefronts. And dig this, the things weighed 90 pounds. Bikes today can weigh less than 20 pounds and are still used by the military. So think about the heritage of these tough bikes every time you hear a mountain biker talking about how he attacked a downhill. Hey, mountain biking is no walk in the park. A lot can go wrong charging up and down mountains. I mean, it could be hell on wheels. Avoid the wrongs, make it right, know the risks first, and see them coming before they see you. Heard of chaos theory? Now apply it to whirling cranks, intricate gears, delicate spokes, and center pole torque. Okay, then apply this to rugged, unpredictable terrain. The result? Breakdown. An inevitable fact of mountain biking. Keep your tools handy and never ride anything heavier than you're willing to carry. In mountain biking, you pay to play. On long uphill grinds, you'll need water, lots of it, to fight dehydration. And food is the fuel that keeps your crank spinning. Scrimp on these two and you'll answer to Mr. Bonk, a total loss of power that comes with running on empty. It's a sure way to head your riding pleasure downhill in a hurry. On high-speed descents, there are a million ways to eat it, and mountain bikers have thought of every one. Terrain, traction, terror, everything is conspiring against you as you take the fastest line from A to B. Trouble is, once gravity takes control, getting from altitude to the bottom is easier said than done. Learn the trade secrets. A fallen log, a low-hanging branch, a mud puddle, a barbed wire fence. Pratfalls look great on film, but when it's you out there, you want to keep the thrills upright. Thank you. Blazing or cruising, you want to keep your eyes open for all those booby traps that nature has in store for you. Avoid the painful lessons of physics that deal with opposing forces. Look ahead and look out. You don't have to go fast to go down. Most mountain bike crashes happen at walking speed. Enter the endo, the too much front brake, too far forward, over the bars ballet. Sometimes all it takes is a crossed up front tire. Ride it out. Tuck and roll like a pro or flail and squirm, but whatever you do, get out from underneath all that falling metal. Mountain bikers. They're called the new mountain men, forest outlaws, just plain nuts. That may be so, but it still takes a huge aerobic capacity and legs like pistons to do it right. Pick your pro.
Getting out in the woods or out places where there aren't cars and there aren't a lot of people and it's just real beautiful, and getting a workout doing it, which always feels good afterwards, I think that's the greatest thing about mountain biking. I mean, of course, they're a great way to commute as well, but I think that's what's drawn a lot of people.
When you're climbing, you need to concentrate on pushing your body, exactly where you want to push it, and hopefully it will react with you. And then descending, you need 100% concentration on the trail. You can't be thinking about anything else, and you also have to feel the bike and how it reacts to what you're hitting. And a lot of times you have to make very slight adjustments with your body weight, and it's something that you don't really think about.
You're thinking to yourself, wow, am I that fast, or do I do that too? And you do, you just don't know it. And I don't know, when I was a kid it was like that, but when I started racing mountain bikes, I didn't feel that way. I felt so serious about showing everybody how fast I was. I just wanted to I wanted to burn everybody.
Time to trailblaze. Time to see what it's like from behind bars. Handlebars, that is. This is mountain biking, where one wrong move means one bad crash. Come on, don't let me get taken out. Take it on. I'm dependent on you. You're the master of your own fate from here on in. Choose wisely.
All right, start your engines. Let's win this race. Let's go for the checkered flag. What would a maniac mountain biker do? What are you gonna do? Got a downhill coming up. It's looking steep and deep. Now what? Keep it going. No one ever won a bike race by going slow. Jump coming up. What's your call? Now things are getting dicey. You're stuck in the crowd and you want to break free around this next turn. This calls for some pretty fancy bike handling. What's it going to be? Whoa, rough terrain here. What's your tactic going to be? You're neck and neck with the competition, couple of riders in your way. Make the right move and you could win. Big moment here. Time for a desperate move. The biggest downhill of the course coming up with a hairy turn at the bottom. It's crunch time. What do you got? One uphill grind coming up. Long one too. Gonna take some strategy. Gonna take some muscle. Time to dig deep. This is it. All of you want it. Only one will survive. Is it gonna be you? Finish line in sight, still going for it. This is it. It's down to the wire. All right. Good going. Crowd's going wild. You're a real mountain biker now, a bona fide gearhead. Keep it rolling. See you next time around.
So what are you waiting for? Come on, man, edge it, take the shot, do something. Because this thing is getting heavy.